Good. Oh, my tripod fell down. Like, didn't fall, but like it rolled down. Does that make sense? Good morning. Welcome to a new vlog. I was recently sent this by Gazoo. Is that how you pronounce that? Gazoo. Must be Gazoo. And I really like it. So I'm wearing my hat. I'm wearing my hat because we're going out. If sometimes you can't be able to wash your hair, caps are a lifesaver. Anyway, I was sent this by Gazoo and I'm really pleasantly surprised. I do have the original one, which is a bit yellow. Yellow shades don't suit me. I'm very much tempted to buy the pink one. Yeah, I think I might treat myself to that. It is a honey infused lip oil, but I do really like that. Anyway, it is like 9:30. Babe! Oh, I need him to hurry up, but he said he's like upstairs. Mike's having a nice morning, which is lovely, but you can hear him probably playing music as well. We are off to a car boot. We don't really go to car boots very often. Would I go more often? I like them. I find that Mike doesn't love them because he doesn't always find things, and if he doesn't find things, he doesn't feel like they're worth his time. Whereas I like to just go out, have a little bit of a walk and kind of see what's out there, and I enjoy the rummage. I saw somewhere that is like our hunter-gatherer in us is why we like car boots and thrift shops and stuff like that. Don't know if that's true, but anyway, I do enjoy it. I am hoping to get books. That's basically my main thing. I'm gonna look at clothes and home stuff, but really I am there for a couple of books because I think I've mentioned this a few times. I'm trying to read 6 books a month, which I actually do think is doable if you prioritize it. For example, Michael prioritizes watching football, so when he prioritizes watching football, I will then read, and he watches a fair amount of football every week. I think he probably is playing a little bit more PlayStation now, because then I will just read, and like both of us are happy in that situation. We need to go. We're going to one that starts late purposefully because it's just nice to not have to leave the house at like 6 AM, to be completely honest. The fun thing about going to car boots is that you do also end up kind of, I'd say in the middle of nowhere, that's not fair, but in the country, by my standards, in the countryside. What are you hoping to get?
In a quarter of a mile, turn right onto East
maybe
Lodge Lane.
some running trainers. Maybe that's a bit too optimistic, I don't know.
It's just because they'd have to be like near you, so I think that's not really realistic.
Last time I got some good ones, so.
Oh no, that's a house, it's the next one. It's here. So this is why Mike ends up disappointed, because he has unrealistic
Continue lane for 3/4
exactly. Like, I just want a couple of used books, basically. That's why I'm here. Picking up some used books from Facebook Marketplace, because like someone's got them up for a really good deal and there's like loads that I want to read, so I'm picking up 7 books. Hopefully later, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but we'll see. Oh really? Okay. What do you mean? We've been to other non-giant ones?
Been to 2, yeah.
So we're trying to work out if we've been here before, but the issue is that like every car boot looks the same because it's in a, well, not every, because I have been to some car boots. I've been to the Pimlico one, which is in a school, but most car boots are just in a field, so they look exactly the same. But you think we've been here?
Yeah, I think we have. We have been to 2. I think we've been to
I think we've been to 1.
No,
maybe this one. Entries at 10 is £1, so we're waiting for 10. But so is everyone else, but we've got a couple minutes. Michael got nothing. I got a few things, like £4 worth of things. I'll show you when we get home. But we were here an hour, and to be honest, we've done 4,000 steps. I think it's a nice way to spend a Sunday morning, but you disagree, right?
It was alright.
I really enjoy it. If I could come every Sunday, I probably would. You would absolutely not. How often would you come?
Once a year.
Once a year. I want to come again soon, but luckily one of my cousins I know will come with me, so maybe we'll just leave Mike at home next time.
That's fine by me.
So we are back home. Honestly, that is my idea of the perfect Sunday morning, because it's a lovely day. We enjoyed being out and about. Well, I enjoyed being out, but I think Mike did too. Admittedly that we didn't buy that much, but it was still productive. I bought a new plant pot, a mug, and then the only book I picked up was Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I do have another Taylor Jenkins Reid book to read, which I'm supposed to read this month, so maybe I'm gonna read this next month. I have only ever read Daisy Jones and the Six, which people love, but I was really indifferent to. We also popped into the supermarket to buy a rotisserie chicken because honestly, it's just hot. Like, I don't want to spend my afternoon cooking, so we got that. I don't mind spending my afternoon chopping. I kind of want some like nice summery salads, so I think I'm gonna sit down, have a little Google as to what I want to make, because I'm not sure. I want them to make something yogurty, I think. That's the plan. As always, you see the mess behind me. Please ignore it. I'm gonna tidy. Oh, actually, I've got a big pile of clothes I need to iron, and I'm basically just putting off ironing it. It's not my clothes, they're Mike's, and like Mike doesn't typically asked for me to iron his clothes, but I know he'd appreciate it, so it's just been there for ages. But my one condition is you bring down the ironing board in the evening, and he just hasn't brought it down, so I just haven't ironed yet. Anyway, the other thing I got was this mug. It says strong women will change the world, and it's an Emma Bridgewater mug. It's a half pint. It's brand new because you can tell it's still got a sticker on the bottom, and this was a whole £1, and that's it. I didn't negotiate. She was just like, yes, £1, and I was like, yeah, cool, I'll take that. I will buy every Emma Bridgewater mug for £1. I actually don't have any other Emma Bridgewater mug. I have in the past, but I don't anymore. Very chuffed with that. But we need some new mugs. Mike was like, oh, we have so many mugs. Not incorrect, definitely true, but I just feel like we have a lot of crap mugs, and I would like to replace them with slightly nicer mugs. Oh, another thing I bought was this flower pot for 50p. I did previously have it in this flower pot, but I don't really like how this one kind of like curves inwards, and I think blue is just a little bit nicer. I really don't like grey flower pots. Now this is kind of purple, but it's still a bit too grey in my opinion. And now I'm making some lunch, and also I just want to make like general salads for the week. So I'm gonna make a carrot salad. I've never made this before, but I know it's very popular on TikTok, and we had some carrots that were going off. I have also peeled some general carrots just to have as a snack. We then bought some chicken to have now for lunch. Honestly, I'm just not in the mood. I'm not turning my oven on to roast chicken myself. I just think it's a little bit too hot at the moment. And then I also made this, which probably doesn't look that good, but it is cucumber, onions, Greek yogurt, dill, lemon, salt, pepper, and we've got a tiny bit of rice, so we're gonna eat that as well. And then I think I might try and cut up some strawberries just so we have them for when we want them maybe later, because otherwise I feel like we're just not gonna get around to eating them. So I wanted to go sit out in my garden and read my book. However, I didn't have the book that I wanted to read, so I've picked up my Facebook Marketplace books. I will show you what I picked up when I'm home. There's Mike watching football. Oh, I don't know why this isn't focusing. Okay, I picked up 7 books, I think, for £5. I generally don't buy books brand new. Like occasionally I do if I really love the books, like if I'm really excited to read the books, but generally I don't really buy books brand new. But I thought I'd very quickly show you what I got. The girl I bought them off said that these were her best books that she was like selling. I paid £5 for them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books, which I think is an excellent price, kind of similar to what you'd find sometimes at car booths, sometimes at charity shops. I'll kind of talk you through them very quickly. I picked up this one, which is Ruth Hamilton, Billy London's Girls. Never heard of this book. I'm actually not sure if I'll get around to reading this one. It was just kind of like, they were cheap, so I kind of threw this one in. The reviews on Goodreads for this one are excellent. Then I got One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. This book is not for me. I don't read this genre. Firstly, it's YA, and secondly, I think it's like a crime thriller sort of book, which is not typically what I read. I do like the sprayed edges, but this I'm just gonna give to my cousin, so I think she'll like that. For myself, I picked up The Love Hypothesis. I don't know if this is going to be a bit YA-y as well. A lot of these books I've noticed are from The Works. I paid £5 for this one. I think I will enjoy this, but like I said, I'm not sure if it's a bit young, because they look like they could be school kids. Again, on Goodreads, really good reviews. Quite a few of these books say like TikTok sensation or something along those lines. I bought Adam Silvera, They Both Die in the End. I've heard of this, but I really don't know very much about it. Again, maybe wouldn't have picked this up if the price wasn't so good, but it was, so I picked that up. The main reason why I went was for these 2 books. This is The Rachel Incident by Caroline O'Donoghue. I think that's how I pronounce that. I don't know much about it, but this is what I'm going to read today. I think I'll probably get a good chunk read because it is 2:20 and I'm probably gonna spend about an hour or so in the garden, in the sun, and also just reading. And then I picked up Carla by Colin Walsh. Again, don't know much about this. I don't know if it's scribbled on or if that's just what the cover's like. Let me Google that, because that's random if it's scribbled on. Oh no, it's like that. This is a bit thicker than I thought it was. Again, I don't know much about it, but I've heard good things, and it's quite a recent book. Also, these aren't in like the best condition, but I am not one of these people that insists on having my books in perfect condition. Lastly, I picked up Prophet Song by Paul Lynch for Michael. It's for you, yeah?
Oh, thank you.
But he'll probably start reading it in like 4 years' time. Because Michael does, like, it's hard, I totally get that. Like, it's hard to prioritize reading over scrolling on Instagram or on TikTok, because I am that person much of the time. But I do think this is a dystopian book, and I don't typically love those. But that's my haul, very happy with that. I think this will get read next couple of days, and then I'm not sure what I'll move on to next, but decent haul. And I just kind of need like a good supply of books. Like if I'm reading 6 books a month, I want to be buying like at least 6 books a month, to be completely honest, and for that price I feel like you can't really go wrong. Good morning and welcome to a new week. It is Monday. I've actually had a really great start to the day. I would say start to the week. I actually didn't sleep that well. It was just hot, and so I ended up waking up at like 4 to about 5:30 and I was just awake. I moved into one of our spare beds and I just sat there for a little bit with my window open, and the birds were tweeting. They were so incredibly loud. I'm now just having a little snack. Yesterday I made so much food. Is that true? Yeah, I made a good few salads yesterday. Some of them we've already eaten because we had them for lunch, and then I made something that we could have for the rest of the week. Not the rest of the week, probably the next today and tomorrow, to be completely honest. Mike took some to work for lunch and it was truly delicious, so I think it's probably something I'll make more. So probably at lunch I'll show you what it is, because we're trying to reduce our sugar intake, which is really hard. I think Mike and I eat very well. We eat loads of vegetables, a fair amount of fruits. For lunch, breakfast, lunch and dinner we don't really have processed food. However, we really love a snack and we're both just trying to cut down on the snacking. So I'm not really trying to like control my calories, nothing like that. I'm trying not to have biscuits after dinner or like a little bit of chocolate after lunch. Like I'm trying to not do that. And for Mike, probably even a little bit more extreme than me, he's not having like 2 ice creams a day. he does exercise a lot, so I feel like he can definitely kind of do that a bit more than I can, and he doesn't work from home, whereas I do, so I think it's a bit trickier. Is that really popular carrot salad that's off TikTok? It's all right. If I wanted to eat carrots, so I would just eat them. I feel like I personally don't really need the dressing or to faff about with ribbons. It's a bit fun, but I don't know if it's something I'll make regularly. I will say though, if you are eating raw carrots, they have to be organic. It makes such a big difference. That's all I really came on to say. I'll show you my lunch in a minute, but I don't know what time I'm gonna have lunch. I kind of just, I'm having this as a snack. I'm not an early luncher. I do not like having lunch at 12 o'clock. That just feels like a brunch time. Okay, so it is very much lunchtime. And what I'm having is this. Is it just this? Yeah, I think, yesterday. I know I just said that I'm not having sugar. I did pick up this because I needed some change to pick up those books, and so that's exciting. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have this now though. And then what's in this? Carrot salad. Chicken is up here. I think that's it. Okay, so in here is bulgur wheat, your onions and feta, some chickpeas, which you can't really see, but they're definitely in there, the same colour as the bulgur wheat. Some onions and some roasted sweet potatoes. The chickpeas are roasted too. Honestly, this is excellent. I would definitely next time add more feta and more sweet potato. I just didn't have it, so I couldn't do that. And even some more red onions, I think. And just kind of everything apart from bulgur wheat. I think I've got enough bulgur wheat. It would just be nice to have the other things as well. And then I've mixed that with just a little salad. There's loads of things we've kind of run out of. So I just find that whenever you're making salads, the vegetables run out really quickly. I bought a large red onion, but that got used up very quickly. And then I'm just going to add some chicken. Annoyingly, I think I've got largely just chicken breast. I do not like chicken breast, but it'll have to do. I am gonna watch Toast with Hope because I did not watch this yesterday. Actually, I just realised that I forgot my little dressing. Oh, it's a bit thick. Maybe I should add some more water. Some tahini, some water, and maybe some lemon. I think that's it actually. I'm just finishing up my lunch. It was a lot, so I'm just kind of slowly going through it. I'm doing an RE as to what to do next, because usually I like to sit outside. I could work from outside too, but oddly today I don't want to. But this was delicious. I think I'm gonna make something else soon with the roasted sweet potatoes. I'm gonna get some more. I know I like sweet potatoes, but these, I don't know why, just felt really delicious. I'd like to have them again. Best thing about having this at home is that I can use my own straw. I don't have to use the paper one. I love a strawberry ribena. It's so good. The first day of half term, Mike is going to donate blood and I'm gonna go and do a blood test. And then we're gonna go and hang out in central London, but we're running late, so we need to go.
So whilst Mike was donating blood, I had some time to kill, so I popped into Sausager and Green. I spotted this. I don't know what this is. If you have any ideas, let me know. I was tempted by these. I'd seen them online. They're just little candlestick holders for the wall. I just don't know if they're quite right. I feel like they're not. This is a very cute makeup bag, and then I popped into bookshops. I just can't help it. Every bookshop I see, I have to go in. I don't buy anything, but I go in.
So it is a beautiful day, you can probably tell. But we have time to kill because I've got another hospital appointment a little bit later. So we are going to the National Gallery, because it's kind of one of the few galleries I've never been to in London. We'll probably only spend like an hour or so there, but that's the plan.
I've been so excited about it.
How old were you?
Only 3. Attitude was Miss Flynn. I still remember it to this day.
So we haven't lasted very long here. I'd like to come back, but next time. It's also pouring rain. The hospital seems to have messed up my referral. We're gonna get some food instead. Oh, Mike's left me. Oh, okay, so we are home. Oh, almost fell off my chair. We are home. The hospital cancelled my appointment. I don't know if I said this. Only it's to have a mole check. I think the mole's okay, so like I'm not really that annoyed by the appointment being cancelled. I'm annoyed the GP and the hospital aren't agreeing on why it was cancelled. They're basically saying that neither of them's done anything wrong. Anyway, I have one very wet sock. As you might be able to tell, this shoe had a hole in it. Wasn't aware of that until, I don't know, until we were walking around quite a lot. The weather is dreadful today. I really am, oh gosh, my foot is so wet. I'm really in the mood to get into my pyjamas, have a cup of tea, and maybe chill out and do a bit of work. And that's really what I'm gonna do for a bit, to be honest, because we are home at like 2ish, so home much earlier than I thought I was gonna be, which is good. But it's also a bit annoying because like, I didn't plan to be home at this time, so I don't like, I always find it a little bit hard to kind of like spontaneously be productive. Gosh, this is very sticky. But have a cup of tea and then reconvene. Okay, so I've had a little bit of a chance to decompress. Sometimes I feel like when I'm out and about, I then need to just come home and like chill and relax, and that is very much what I've done. Like I've just sat on the sofa, done some emails, that sort of thing. I'm going to show you what I got from Community. I'm also I haven't tidied my desk. Instead I've tidied the rest of the office, and the desk is particularly messy. I'm also going to try and film this for stories, so that's fun. I always struggle to like film for 2 different places, but I've got 4 different pieces to show you, and it's from a brand called Community Clothing, which is a British slow fashion brand, which makes like very like classic, but not boring classic, just like very wearable, classic, quality, everyday pieces. Still very like modern. They do men's and women's. Obviously I've ordered women's. I think I may have ordered 3 pairs of trousers. This was gifted to me. 3 pairs of trousers. No, 2 pairs of trousers, a t-shirt and a pair of trainers. I'll show you the trainers. I haven't tried them on. I ordered a 39, but I actually think of a 40 now. These are a collab with Walsh, which I think is a manufacturer. Really like these. Kind of not overly like exciting, but just like a really nice everyday trainer. I think I will get lots and lots of wear out of these. And like I said, they're a slow fashion company, so if you are looking for sustainable trainers, I think it's probably the way to go. Community they're doing really well. I think they're currently crowdfunding to expand. I'm really hoping these fit. I think they might be okay. This is my slightly bigger foot. Oh, I don't know. They feel good though, you know, they feel very cushiony. No, actually, I think I'm just about okay. This is what they look like. I wouldn't wear them with these trousers up. I'm a bit unsure. I feel like maybe I should have gone for the size up. Let's see everything else. Okay, so let's start with these 2 items. I'll probably just, oh, I don't know. Here we go. I think they're really nice. Both items I got a 14. I would have sized down in the trousers and sized up in the t-shirt though. Definitely have like more than enough space for me, even though I've got like thick thighs. I think they're supposed to be quite baggy, but I would say that they are quite baggy. The t-shirt though, because I have got a bigger bust, I would say I would probably have sized up a little bit more. But both items, in particular the trousers though, feel very nice quality. I think these are linen, and they're like a really nice thickness, I would say. I wonder if they come in white, because I bet if they came in white, they would be like the perfect linen summer trouser, because I feel like it's hard to find a linen summer trouser that's like thick enough, but these definitely would be. So very impressed with these. Here's a quick look. Sorry, I know the lighting here isn't very good, and you can see my messy desk. And then full disclosure, these do not fit me. These are a 14. I just can't do them up. They're just too small. But full disclosure, these aren't working, but I do really love the other ones. Now I'm in my pyjamas, and honestly I would say I actually never put my pyjamas on this early, but today it's just needed. Like I just feel like I got so wet and like just tired, like out and about. I just think that this sort of weather can just kind of, I don't know, just feel a bit draining, and I don't actually mind this weather. I think it's quite nice to kind of have a variety of weather. I know not everyone agrees, but I really do think that. But equally I'm just tired. I think I'm gonna start using this I've just seen so many people talking about it and I've had it for ages. So I think I'm just gonna go upstairs, I'm gonna start using it. How do I use this? Apply on damp hair. This is the shampoo even, Peter Growth Serum. I've heard only good things, so that's gonna go upstairs for me to use. And now I'm gonna answer a couple of emails. I don't know, just kind of round off the day at some point. I'm just very tired. Earlier I thought I was getting a migraine, but feeling a tiny bit better now. My makeup though looks really crummy, so I'm looking forward to taking that off.